And now, more complete team coverage from Niblets.com and the Droid Guy. Brought to you by Millennial Media, the mobile ad platform for developers.
Hey, it's Kyle, the Droid Guy, live at CE Week New York with coverage brought to you by our friends at Millennial Media. We are checking in with Carrie at Toshiba, who's going to quickly tell us about the Thrive.
This is the Thrive tablet. This is the first tablet from Toshiba, powered by Android 3.1 Honeycomb. One of the biggest differentiators right off the bat from this device versus some of the other Android tablets that are coming to market, and that's through simple design decisions that we made, such as adding in full-size port options, which are right here on the tablet.
Oh wow, look at that.
We're really the only one in the market to be offering a full-size USB and a full-size HDMI port, as well as a full-size SD card slot. So right there, you can take what you already own and plug them into your tablet. So file sharing, media sharing between devices. And then we also have the mini USB on there. You can connect, to your PC through that port, through your digital camera.
Awesome.
So lots of port options, lots of room to expand on the Thrive tablet.
What's the processor speed?
The processor is an NVIDIA Tegra 2, so it is a dual core, it's a gigahertz.
Okay.
Great thing about Tegra 2 is it's very power efficient, and it also has NVIDIA GeForce graphics on board, so
awesome.
Really nice entertainment capabilities. It's great for video. Video looks really good on this device, as well as gaming. We're at kind of near console quality on this platform.
Now, are we going to see some cross-marketing products? Like, for instance, Samsung has a feature where you can watch your Samsung TV on the tablet and things like that. Can we expect that from Toshiba as well?
So, for our first outing, we wanted to give you Android, right? We believe this is what our consumers are wanting is the Android experience. So we have not included any UI overlay.
Okay.
Really here what you see is what you get.
So it's vanilla honeycomb.
But what we have done actually is kind of appify the Android experience a little bit and added applications that enhance the capabilities of the device. We do have a couple of enhancements that we're making. We've got a media player application right here. This is the Toshiba media player. It's a secondary player to gallery. It comes as part of our preload. And this is just a nice, clean interface for managing all your media, your music, your movies, your photos, podcasts. It's also DLNA compliant. Some of the other tricks that we've added in along the way is because we give you all these great ports, we wanted to give you a file manager application to manage that. And I kind of scratch my head sometimes when I look at the competition, that are shipping with ports, but aren't giving consumers a way to manage the files.
So up there in my upper left-hand corner, is that like the first icon is for what's on the tablet, the second B for the SD card?
Right, so from here I can shuffle through what I've got plugged in. So I can see what's on my internal storage. I've actually got an SD card plugged in here. Sorry.
That's another thing, the SD card ready to go out of the box.
Yes, out of the box. Hey, go figure. So I can quickly move, into the SD and see what the contents are on there. I can copy files to my internal storage. I'll just take this one here and copy it over, paste it in, and it's right there. Also from the SD card, I can also launch right into the application that supports it as well. So, I can just take this video file here, from File Manager and go right into viewing it.
This is
through
awesome.
The player application.
And we saw like a preliminary tablet at CES.
Yes.
From Toshiba. And now you guys have taken 6 months and actually cooked it right and baked it in the oven.
We didn't want to rush
as opposed to like a half-baked tablet from other companies.
Right, and we could have very well done that, but we're really focused on, a good, complete tablet experience.
All right, so here comes the tough one. Do you think your experience with the Folio is why you took so long to bring this to market?
Well, we actually never shipped the Folio here in the U.S.
Right.
It did ship in other parts of the world. But yeah, waiting, there's something to be said for waiting. We think Honeycomb has made a big difference to the overall experience. It's, a great fit for the screen size. We've been able to work out a lot of the kinks along the way. It doesn't always pay to be first.
The great things about the Toshiba Thrive, right? Yeah, the Toshiba Thrive tablet are the ports. It's got a full USB port, a full HDMI port, SD card ready. the file manager, which makes it easy to navigate through all your media on the device, on a USB port, on an SD card. Of course, the Toshiba media player. Now, they've been in the media business a lot longer than the tablet business, and we know they put a lot of time and thought into that. A vanilla honeycomb experience that's not going to change with an update, and a very nice looking unit. The camera on the front, is that just a WVGA or is
It is a 2 megapixel.
Wow, 2 megapixel
And then
camera on the front.
we do support a 5 megapixel on the back.
And there's a 5 megapixel on the back. And look, this I bet this Bluetooth keyboard works really great with this Thrive, right?
Yes, it does. So we've actually, this Bluetooth keyboard is really great, and then it's got some of the Android quick keys baked into the keyboard design. So rather than simply taking a Windows-style keyboard and adapting it, or expecting the user to adapt, we've actually formatted it for Android.
Oh, wow.
And then one of the other great features I don't want to not show you is the ability to pop off the back cover, like I've just done here, the user replaceable battery. So I can simply pop this out, take my second battery, pop it back in. I can also, while I have this off, change out the color.
Ooh, look at that. Android green cover.
And simply pop a new color on. Got a fresh battery and a new look to my tablet.
Nice. Well, this is a job well done. It's Toshiba, guys. They've been in the laptop business forever and a day. I'm sure, like most of you, everyone's owned a Toshiba laptop at one time. So it's Toshiba Thrive time. It'll be available in mid-July. Pre-ordering now. What's the web address to pre-order?
It is the ToshibaTablet.com.
ToshibaTablet.com. And real quickly, we're looking at this keyboard. You'll notice it's got cursor buttons over here. There's a quick email button somewhere I saw. Yeah, right here. A lot of things that are familiar to Android people. Home buttons, everything. So this is actually an Android influenced keyboard. So check it out. It's a Toshiba Thrive. And what's the retail price?
We start at $429
And it starts at $429 for 16?
for an 8 gig.
For an 8 gig. And you're doing 16 and 32 also?
Yes, we have 16 gig available for $479 and a 32 gig available at $579.
But with the SD card working already, you don't even need it.
Right.
And SD up to 32?
SD up to 128. We do support the highest capacity.
Oh my God.
So, if you're lucky enough to own one of those 128 gig cards, feel free to plug it in.
So basically, for $429 and 128 gig SD card, you can have a 136 gig Thrive tablet, and you're not going to break the bank. Thanks. This is Kyle, the Droid Guy, live at CE Week New York with Toshiba.
Continuous team coverage of CE Week on Niblets.com and thedroidguy.com. Find out how you can make a ton of money with Millennial Media. Email millennial@thedroidguy.com.